Hi guys. I am stopping in after so long to give you an astrology update for this week. That came via request of Kitty at Kitty Tarot, so thank her. Because how can you say no to your favorite Gemini reader? You really can't. You can't do that. So let me talk about what's been going on. You guys might have remembered, I think the last time I spoke to you before my planet went into retrograde, was I was talking about kind of moving along like we were going through mud, and how we were eventually going to get out of that, but we'd still have a bunch of guck and mud stuck to our body. And so that was January and February and March, and it was super, super long. So last week, you guys may have noticed a lot of conflict, hopefully not involving you directly, just a lot of people kind of going a little crazy. But last week, on a more personal level, you should have been able to see from what was going on in your environment and what was going on in your emotions, yourself in a clearer way and in a more empathetic way than ever before. It has been a long year, and I think I told you guys that this year was all to get us all on our divine path. And last week, with all the craziness and everything going on around you, you guys should have had, with Venus kazining the sun in the action season of Aries, what speaks to your heart, what makes you most happy, really coming in alignment, and you being able to be confident in that truth enough to bring it kind of out to the world in a way that you never have been able to do before. So that is exciting, guys. Yay. And that was really needed, I think, for a lot of people. You most likely didn't talk to anybody that you were going through this. Maybe you did. I vomit out all of my information so my friends always know what's going on. But it was really a time to look at ourselves in a more compassionate way, to see what we really need and go for it. And some of you might be bullheaded like me, so you might have been physically shut down in order to see what you need. But through that, there should have been actually a more softness coming up with yourself, like a more ability to love who you are and be able to express that, not really caring what other people thought, because you're kind of standing in your truth a little bit more. So working off of last week, this week is when you are going to kind of come out of the caves that we've all been in, and kind of start to stand with that out in your operating world. Now, if you noticed last week, a lot of people moved, a lot of people switched jobs, a lot of people ended relationships, a lot of pets passed away, a lot of people passed away. And if those things happen for you, my heart is with you, of course. But it was a divine week where those things happened, so you can know that that was a part of their path as well as yours. I know even if you didn't have people pass away, everyone was thinking about their past, about people that they lost last week. Mercury is in the last steps of Pisces. So Pisces is all about reviewing what we've been through, and allowing that, coming in alignment with that enough to let that go. So that's a beautiful thing as well, because we're all letting something go this week that will clear our path for our whole year essentially, and the next 20 years because of the whole Jupiter Saturn conjunction that happened in December. So this week, people could be deciding that their job was not right for them and letting that go. They could be letting go of relationships. It's a traditional time for spring cleaning for a reason. You could be letting go of stuff, letting go of like parent stuff or stuff that you've kept around that maybe is really, really dear to you. But, seeing that, seeing who you are and being able to stand up in the beauty of who you are and your truth really allows you to kind of sweep away anything extra and kind of become like streamlined and supercharged for the coming week. Now, you may get some information this week that you're a little confused about. Actually, today with Mercury going it's conjuncting Neptune. Unless you're coming to it from a divine place, then you can get psychic revelations, especially Aries, because it's our 12th house. So Aries, anything you're hearing today, most likely you're getting it from your guides. Just like go with it. I'm pretty sure everybody's at that point anyway. So don't jump to conclusions about people today. If you're trying to figure something out, just let it sit a couple days because today can be kind of confusing for the rest of the signs. Let me just think about it. What else is going on? Oh, this week I wanted to talk to you guys about Wednesday. There's an opportunity coming. So that is really the thing that pushed me to make this whole video. On Wednesday, the sun has a sextile with Saturn. Now, you know that Saturn is long-term goals, like restrictions, things that you have to do, responsibilities. And the sun represents what makes us happy, what lights us up. It's also our planet of action. So what we do and what we're called to do in this world. So with a sextile, you're not going to be forced to do anything. It's not going to be like a square where action is needed in order to solve a problem. It's more like the energies are available if you choose to go that way. So if you guys are being called to go forward with something that you thought you'd never do, but is really like your divine mission in life, like I'm so on here encouraging you to do that. Maybe it was something that you were afraid to like reveal to the world that you liked. Like maybe you want to join a circus. Like, I don't know, but if it makes you super, super happy, like I am encouraging you to do that, especially if it falls around Wednesday, because whatever actions you take around Wednesday are going to have long-term benefits for you. And it's not, there's my little dog yipping. Well, he's a big dog. It's not often that we get a favorable aspect with Saturn, especially this year. So if we're able to do something and work on something this week specifically, when we're all feeling so much more confident about ourselves and all really willing to align with who we are and be okay with who we are and kind of reveal that to the world, like that's a beautiful thing. Now, on that note, because we're all aligning with who we are and seeing the places we've screwed up and kind of, knowing what we need to do to fix them, you should also be more empathetic with other people around you. Like I've heard a lot of things about the parents in the last week. And we're all having a lot of parental issues. Like Chiron is in Aries in the first decade. So we're all kind of healing things from our childhood or from things that happened to us when we were younger, things that really hurt our heart and could have held us back in some way. We all have the ability to heal that right now by seeing that, the path that we took, the things that we went through, don't restrict us. And the fact that we made it through those and we can see that we're going to do things a different way, more in aligned with our heart, is really healing. And parents are just people. Like, they're not perfect. They're not like some, I know we like to see them as like amazing divine creatures, but they're just people. Like, if you're a parent, you know that at this point, that like you are not perfect. You're just a person. So if you can really find empathy and forgiveness and able to let go, um, the junk that has held you back, kind of the blame that you've had from the past, that will be a super clearing this week, with Chiron, and that is going to open you up, to go forward. And once you're in alignment with that, once you've let go of those, obstacles, those hurts holding you back from your past, things are just going to open up, and you won't even, just believe me when I say that, this will allow things to go open up. Letting go of those, hurts and those pains and healing that is, going to be pretty much your key for this year. We don't have much time. We don't have any opportunities throughout the year to move so swiftly towards, what our heart is calling us to do right now. That's literally why I'm coming on here. We essentially have, this spring, before stuff starts to get a little crazy with Saturn and Uranus again, and stuff starts kind of, not flowing as easy as it would right now if you took the steps towards, what you know to be your path in your heart at this point. Going back to what I was talking about, going back to January and February, when we were all stuck in the guck and stuck in the mud and we couldn't move. And it's like we didn't even have the energy to move. We might have saw what had to be done, but for some reason, none of us were able to do it then. Either things were in your way or just, you couldn't see clearly. So that is clearing up this week. So I'm encouraging you all to take advantage of that. Now, when we emerged from the guck of January and February, into March, all the mud like started drying on our bodies and it started to flake off and everything. And last week, we literally looked down at ourselves, no longer stuck in the mud, but like, just like, oh my gosh, I'm a mess. um, and I hope you all were able to align with the fact that all the mud and guck all over your body, which you're able to move in now, is more, it's super windy here, it's crazy windy, is more a testament of the road that you've come down and overcome than really, something to be like self-conscious about. Like, I'm coming on here with short pink hair, like who cares? Like, everybody's got their thing, and just be okay with your thing right now. Like, wave your freak flag around, like be happy with that, because, that is really what God and the universe and 2020, 2019, if you're in Aries, is really set us up to be, is to go through all those trials so that we, the things that, we tried to cling to that just weren't aligned to us, are moved from our path. And then we really have to stand, in who we are. And we're all beautiful. So that's amazing. If you are in the position right now where you can, help other people, I really encourage you to do that, because this is a year, where a lot of people are facing a lot of, struggle still. And if you are blessed enough to be kind of out of that mental struggle, I encourage you to help other people with it, because that is most likely part of your path if you're not, going through that turmoil. And this year and this time as well is really, not a time to go out. When I say go out towards what you want and what's in your heart, I don't mean, the way it's been. I don't mean by stepping on other people or by, doing things, not just, working with Saturn. You have to be in integrity. You have to, do what's right for everybody, not just for yourself. And sometimes that takes more perseverance, but perseverance is, what grows you and, what matures you. So yeah, we're all going towards our divine path. I can't wait to hear what you guys have got going on in your life for crazy changes. Yeah, you might still get some surprises this week. There's definitely something that you're letting go. So if that's either pain from your past or a struggle that you've been having that you're now willing to compromise on, or your own negative self-image, and you're taking the steps to, realize that's the past. And you can heal anything and change absolutely anything in this moment. That's actually a Buddhist saying. You can heal the past and change the future in this moment. And that is truly true. I mean, nobody is going to. This is the best year for change. If you want to change your life, this is the best year for it. Everyone's already been shooking up. Nobody's like really blaming anybody because everybody's been through a battle. So don't be hyper focused on your failures or how you feel you failed in the past, or how you feel you don't live up to it, because you should see yourself and everybody around you as divine, and everybody's having flaws, but like beautiful flaws. I used to love to say imperfectly perfect, which is a pretty huge thing for a Virgo rising to say. But that is how we're all coming across. And that is going to give us the strength and the bravery to come out this week and do the necessary steps towards our path. So I don't really have anything else to say, I don't think. Just that there's a lot of opportunity to align with what you love, with what lights you up. You may feel nervous about it. You may feel like you don't want to come out of the closet with like whatever you want to be doing. Maybe you want to like quit your job and make life soap for a living. I don't know. Don't do crazy things. Like, you'll know what to do because your heart will call you to it, because you'll feel truly happy with it. And those things that you're being called to don't come from sources outside of yourself. So it's not like people are going to come in and bring you something, or like people are going to come in. It's like something truly that makes you happy and makes you feel better about yourself. And that can't be gifted to us from someone else. It has to be something we built by ourselves. So I'm super excited for you guys. I am super excited for the opportunity we have for final movement. And yeah, I did not want to come on here today and do a video. Like, my windows are filthy, my hair is messy and whatever, but I did. So you guys should go forward to whatever you want as well. And I can promise you things will align this week specifically, as long as you are doing it for you and not stepping on anyone else to get what you want, because that's the old way. It's all about building community and building relationships now. And I think at this point, you guys should all see the simple joys that bring you true happiness, and not have to worry about all the craziness of like the rest of the century. All right, you guys. Well, I will do some more videos now that I've come out of my little hermit closet and broke the ice. If you guys have any questions about how this affects you specifically, pertaining to your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign, like, just leave your birth date below, and I'd be happy to help you with what area of life you're currently working on, and what you're currently going towards. And that really just acts as a confirmation. If you're questioning if what you're doing, if you're need a little confidence boost, because we're all out here to help each other right now, just leave your birth information in the comment section, and I will let you know your moon rising and what you guys are going through right now. Other than that, I am going to go take my dog for a very windy walk, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.